Leadership. So in HR, leadership is super important. Why? Because everyone's looking at you as the example of what does a corporate citizen here look like. So you have to be a steward of how leadership gets done. As a former UCLA Bruin, I gotta go with my man John Wooden. His pyramid for success and leadership is great. So I'm going to give you a couple of them. I'll give you one of the first steps. So one of the first steps that he mentions is good values attract good people. Yeah, good values do attract good people. If you have in your organization good values that you feel stand out and attracted you personally, then as you're recruiting other people, as you're working with other people in the organization, if you stand by those values, the people who enjoy those values as well will want to stick around. They'll also be the people who say, hey, I got a friend who would love to be as happy as I am too, especially as like the holidays come up. The more infectious and happy you are at your job, the more fulfilled you feel, the more people are going to start to notice it on your face. And you'll be surprised at the Thanksgiving dinner, you'll start having people asking you, hey, are you guys hiring, right? That's how you really know you got a great culture. Another one is you want to love people. It is the most powerful four-letter word. And sometimes not love in the sense of a romantic, sappy, love that way, but like agape love. Love for that person for who they are and who they were designed to be and their better self. You don't get to decide who their better self is. They do. So being able to, one, understand and empathize, that word empathy, it comes up a lot, but empathize with who does this person say they want to be? How do I help them facilitate being that person? That is leadership. And you do that with love. And sometimes love might be, creating an opportunity, having a critical conversation with someone, or, it can come out in lots of different ways. But when we're talking about love here, we're not talking about like romantic love. We're talking about the respect and the empathy to give that person everything that you possibly can within the confines of work. Now, next piece, number 3, call yourself a teacher. In order for you to teach, you have to have learned. And you can only teach a small percentage of what you actually know, because some of the stuff you understand and know, it's hard to articulate it. So if you can teach it, you've mastered it. That's why when you learn something, a new skill from a coworker, or maybe you learn something from somebody in leadership and you want to share it with your team, love that process of being able to teach it. If you know it, you apply it and it works, share it with others. You'll be really amazed at how quickly that type of culture, that learning environment, learning culture will foster engagement. It will foster others to also want to teach as well. So you might teach one thing to 5 people. And if those 5 people all taught you one thing, then basically you learned one skill and multiplied it into 5 new skills that were taught to you by other people. Right? So like, how cool could that possibly be? That's only like 3 pieces of the whole pyramid they have. But as far as leadership is concerned, you definitely want to find a model that you can use as a baseline so that you can figure out, hey, how do I navigate leadership? How do I start to associate it with the way I move through the organization? John Wooden's book on leadership and his pyramid of success, that's a great place to go. Again, UCLA alumni, so like I'm pretty much stuck to that model of leadership because we got to meet him and he went through a whole workshop on it with us. So if you guys are looking for more leadership models, there's plenty of them out there. I know SHRM has a great leadership course. They have some great programs there. And there's plenty of books on it. Or just ping me in my DM and let me know that you're looking for leadership books, and I probably have a few recommendations for you.